All right, guys, so I just started the combine up. We're going to be combining some corn. I've been super busy, haven't put a video out, but just figured I'd try to get something towards the end of the season. I got about 100 acres of corn left. Maybe 100 acres of beans. I might run for another guy, but we've already taken off probably 500 acres or so. So not a ton, but a decent amount. So we're going to get started. All right, so this field is going to yield very good. I'm already full, 300 bushel on the combine. We're backing the truck up, and I'm going to load. Let's see. Perfect. Let's see. I might have to get a little closer. Oh, he's going to pull up. Let's see what he does. If he stops, all right, there we go, we're good. I think so. First load is going on. Gotta get a little closer. We'll just dump the first one right in the center. This is a 9750 John Deere. Does not have the high capacity. It's a pretty high capacity unload, but it takes a little bit to unload the tank. And there's probably 300 bushel on there, so it is going to yield good. So there's quite a bit of corn here, and it looks pretty nice. Not super tall, but there's decent sized ears on there and a lot of them. So all right, guys, so we are in the field. Little ways, and we are taking some corn off, and this corn's yielding pretty good. So of course I start videoing. It's a little short right here, but it looks pretty good overall. So we are just taking it off. So it has been a really wet fall. This field was dissed. It's not super bad, but it's definitely a little ruddy. Not as bad as I took some beans off. I took 180 acres of beans off on really whoop, just lost them here, on really wet ground. So that was quite unfortunate. Burn a lot more fuel, and it just makes it a nightmare for the following spring. Alright, start back in. So I like to run the snouts as close to the ground as you can. Well, for right here, these are short stocks for one. I start videoing and come into the short stocks, but that's alright. And then I also just like to try to shred the corn stalks up as much as you can. Some guys like to run them really high and just enough to get the cob. I like to run them as low as I can. You have to be really careful because you could catch a snout and break it, but I've never had that problem yet. I do a pretty good job of making sure it's low but not too low. But it just eats the stock up so much better, and it works down so much better the following fall. So got the grain cart here now, and it is already half full again. We've already taken one more truck out. We've already taken one more truck, and it's full again. So you know, I guess that's a good thing. Can't keep the corn away, but that's all right. So we will finish this pass and probably go fill, go down. But yeah, here this is looking a little better. This is what the majority of it has looked like. Again, not super tall corn, but that's okay. It made the ears it needed to, so we don't care how tall it is as long as it makes good ears. Last year I had really tall corn. It was up here. It was like 10 or 12 foot tall, but I feel like it didn't yield great. It could have been the conditions, and it wasn't bad, but I feel like it put a lot of the nutrients into the stock rather than into the cob. And in the end, we needed to be in the cob, not the stock. I say cob, I mean ear. But yeah. Let the auger out. We're gonna go down. As you can tell, feels a little muddy right here. Not too bad. This cart is pretty big for this tractor. It definitely does not like how wet it is. So we probably had close to 20 inches in the last month of rain. And then we got 6 to 8 inches of snow coming tomorrow night. So trying to get as much corn off as possible. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a whole lot. Hoping to get 25 or 30 acres done today. We'll see. And then that will take me under 100 acres, I think. I think I said in the beginning of the video how much I had altogether. I think that'll take me under 100 acres. I figure it's right. Fill it right up. I have another truck ready to roll by the time it gets back. So this is Steyr Seed, or now known as Synergy. 96 day, and like I said, it is yielding pretty good. We're very happy with it. See how full we get the cart. Now we're going to be empty before it's full. I think. Yeah, we're down below the window now. I think we'll all get it all in there. I think. Quit jostling around too much. They need to fill in, so it kind of is a little deceiving. Okay, that is pretty full though. I'm gonna call that good. We're not quite empty, but we're close enough. All right, we're gonna go run another bin. Well, we moved to another field, ran another 10 acres or so, and truck's full, cart's full. And it is snowing pretty hard, as you can see on the combine head. So we are going to call it a night, unfortunately, because it's supposed to rain and snow for the next 4 or 5 days. Maybe the rain will go away tomorrow afternoon. We could run a little, but probably not. That's probably not going to happen. Anyways, guess we'll be shut down for a little while. Rain as much today as we could. So I think the rest of the year is going to be even wetter than it is now. We shall see.